Hello, everybody. It's Nerdbug Weez here. I am back with a new reaction. I saw Grayson advertises in a community post, but Mega Ran made a X-Men '97 cipher, Mutant Music. It's by Mega Ran, Grayson, Dreddy Yasuke, and more. I saw Ty Weezy's name on here, so I wonder who Mega Ran and Dreddy are going to be. Grayson, part of me thinks he's going to be Kurt, aka Nightcrawler, so, but we'll see.
Had to do it. The 90s are back.
Yup. Oh, Freeze is on here. Elmir?
This is mutant music. Spark the revolution to this. This is mutant music. X-Men, yes, it is destined. This is mutant music. Spark the revolution to this. This is mutant movement music. X-Men, yes, we are legends.
Slash, universal with the vision. X told me get him, so I promise I'ma hit him. Started first class, so I'm leading every mission. Telepathic.
Well, I was wrong, and he was Scott. And he said it was First Class. That could be probably a reference to X-Men First Class, because Scott was in that series. Scott was in that movie series with McAfee's and Fassbender's Charles and Eric. But the thing is, we don't see him and Jean in them till, I think, X-Men Apocalypse. And that's also when we first see this time's version of Storm and Psylocke, and I think Angel. And the thing is, like, it makes sense for him to make First Class because Scott and Jean were like young, like when they were part of young Charles X-Men.
Smitten, being racist for a living. When I say it's almost how you put the laser to your fitting. When I play Darwinism, they get body by the fittest. Crazy with the hands that try to have me a minute, but
I forgot what Darwinism is. I know it's a term. Dang. Oh man, I might have to look that up when I get a chance.
For a living. When I say it's almost how you put the laser to your fitting. When I play Darwinism, they get body by the fittest. Crazy with the hands that try to have me a minute, but I was too ill. Now they calling me the sickest. Slash, Gene Spice will show you how. See red during family fights. This divisor, I will knock out your life. 2020, you can view me in mind. Going to.
Oh, okay. Actually, the thing is, if he takes off his visors or his sunglasses and he opens his eyes, y'all in trouble. Because remember, he can't control them Octum Blast. He can't control them Octum Blast without freaking eyewear. Period.
Show you how. See red during family fights. This divisor, I will knock out your life. 2020, you can view me in mind. Going to war for the core. About to go spin the blood for Genosha. Always stay woke. If my eyes were shown it, took off the shit, summer race, get you broken.
Because Scott's last name is Summers, and it's it mentioned Crow and Genosha. Genosha is an island for mutants, and Krakoa is where it's located at. Usually Magneto is basically the one who rules Genosha.
Always stay woke. If my eyes were shown it, took off the shit, summer race, get you broken.
I'm a little senator or civilian. Trying to put me in the mode of the villain. And then wonder how I grow so resilient.
Oh, Dreaded Bishop.
Still sitting in my brilliant. Try to be a saint, but I tolerate affliction. Breaking the restraints, so I follow with conviction. Never shoot blanks, red beam with a distance. Spreading like paint, jet stream, burning crimson. I'm Bishop. I be stepping on top of your squares for the mischief. Pawns better battle with pairs, cause I'm gifted. I don't follow patterns of the X, I'm different. Got a trigger finger for the next competition.
Because it wasn't Bishop a freedom fighter or a rebel against the Sentinels? Because the first time I saw him was in Days of Futures Past. Because here's the thing with X-Men, I did watch the X-Men '97 original series. I didn't watch it in full though. But and I know they do the Days of Futures Past storyline, and I know I'm looking at clips and I know Logan calls him Rookie. But yeah, that makes sense. He wasn't a part of the Charles School type X-Men, but he has worked with the X-Men. He just does things differently.
Swears for the mischief. Pawns better battle with pairs, cause I'm gifted. I don't follow patterns of the X, I'm different. Got a trigger finger for the next competition. Yeah, did I mention? If I'm in your timeline, I'm about to be missing. Try to bring the vision, I'm fixing up the paradigm. I don't need to count on your assistance. Yeah, this is mutant music. Spark the revolution to this. This is mutant music. X-Men, yes, it is destined. This is mutant music. Spark the revolution to this. This is mutant movement music. X-Men, yes, we are legend.
Grew on me like a bird that can. Don't ask if I'm devil or a man. I'm a force in nature in a form that you.
Wait, that freeze?
What you think bear stands for, huh? Look, how the bruised and
That's Freeze. And he got one of my two favorite Blue Boys. He got my boy Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler.
I'm a man, I'm a force of nature in a form that you can't handle.
He said, "I'm a devil. I'm a force, whatever devil form. I'm a force of nature. You, whatever form. I mean, I'm a force of nature you can't handle because Kurt looks like a demon, but he's really, ironically, not. And that's kind of the great thing about his character. He looks like a demon, but he's actually a man of God. Like he's a man of faith. And if you guys know about the whole uncanny Spider-Man thing where he's like the Spider-Man of that series. If you don't pay attention to comics, they recently revealed that Mystique, aka Raven, both Raven and Destiny, which is basically Raven's longtime love, and I think Marvel Pride is doing something. And I think they're going to have their wedding between them two. This is also basically Mystique's wife, because a lot of people probably don't know this, but Mystique's bisexual. But apparently both, I mean, in Uncanny Spider-Man, they actually made it that both Mystique and Destiny are actually Kurt's biological mothers. I mean, both of his biological moms. And the thing also with that is apparently the original, I think, writer who made Raven and Destiny's relationship wanted to do that 40 years ago, but Marvel thought it was stupid. But in Uncanny Spider-Man, one of the more the recent run of Uncanny Spider-Man, someone brought it back. A lot of people weren't mad about, or a lot of people were not happy about it. And to that, I say you do know mutants come in shapes, sizes, and forms, regardless of human biology. I mean, regardless of the parents' biology, right?
To your legend. Blue on me like a birthday candle. Don't ask if I'm devil or a
Blue like birthday candle.
Force of nature in a form that you can't handle. What you think BAM stands for, huh?
Yeah.
I've been bruising, bloodied and bashing. Got my moves in your brain, but there's no
Hey,
time.
Wolverine and X-Men.
Hands up a little bit strange. Doesn't mean you can't catch them. Not personal, kid.
I feel like too late. My hands get a little bit strange, but you can't handle them. Or you can't handle them. Is because one, Kurt only has 3 fingers, and also Doctor Strange could be a Doctor Strange reference because Portal.
You're not the first to be worse than me. Yet every turn do you think that I'm not the one with the curse of me? But you don't know from adversity. The streets were unkind to me. People, the demons I see in the night with their
Hey,
bodies.
the sword.
Guess they should know about the darkness inside of me. Potential on my his connect.
Oh, wait, is that Mir as Gambit? What? He about to swag on. Is he about to say Mon Ami? Because you know how Gambit be kind of like, I guess, does Gambit be speaking French at the time? I forgot if he'd be speaking French at the time, because he says Mon Ami or Mon Chéri a lot. He's smooth with it, alright? I do like the fact that Freeze was playing with the whole aspect of, I look like a demon, but I'm not who you perceive me to be, but I understand that darkness because I'm a victim of people trying to inflict me with their darkness. That I feel that's what that's kind of essentially Freeze saying about Kurt.
When aces were loose in my section, I've been on wild card, ain't no playoff projection, no playoff projection. These players pathetic. I make you regret a play. But you should be standing, I'm stepping in. Like inside of my mind, I can't let you win.
Oh, like because Remy has, I think, psychokinetic energy. That's how he flows the cards. I know when the 97 trailer came out, he put his psychokinetic energy into Logan's claws, which was a really great shot. Still not watching 97 Revival, but I've been seeing spoilers like another mother. So.
Ain't no playoff projection, no playoff projection. These players pathetic. I make you regret a play. But you should be standing, I'm stepping in. Like inside of my mind, I can't let you win. You ain't smoking and bang in my second hand. And if we call a spade, then I'm in the field making major plays. I show you your role, but game is game. Especially when they favorite flame. Especially bluffing super.
Gabe would also mention the Rogue, because him and Rogue are a well-known thing. Apparently, in the one of the upcoming X-Men runs by Gail Simone, who's creator of the Birds of Prey comics, So apparently Rogue is leading an X-Men team, which apparently she's done that in the past. Which, that makes sense. But apparently a lot of people say, since Remy's there on her team, she's got her husband with her. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate the pairing. I just legit have no attachment to it. Because I honestly don't give that many F's about Gambit and Rogue's relationship. But at the same time, what recently happened and what I've seen in the spoilers, it's now kind of making me kind of care. But at the same time, not enough to actually just care. I don't have anything against the relationship. I just don't care about it. I don't know why. I just never been about that relationship. And now I mean, and what I mean, or more or less, I never just paid attention to that relationship. I don't know why.
Stupid to confuse it. I want the crew and moving like a human. I'm not a human, little tool can prove it. We teach this mutant music like a movement.
Big Blue, home in NYG, the great.
Oh, Dave's got my other favorite blue boy. Hank McCoy, man. Beast. If you don't know my favorite mutants in X-Men, it's Logan, aka Wolverine, Laura, aka X-23, Kurt, aka Nightcrawler, and Hank McCoy, Beast. Those are my 4 favorite X-Men.
Crew and moving like a human. I'm not a human, little tool can prove it. We teach this mutant music like a movement.
It's Big Blue, home in NYG, the great A, been the beast, solid NYC. She
Hey.
Blue face, she like Ben Ikey. She step to my head blue when she see these feet. Like, wow.
Did he mention Binky?
This mutant music like a movement.
It's Big Blue, home in NYG, the great A, been the beast, solid NYC. She see the blue face, she like Ben Ikey. She step to my head blue when she see these feet. Like, wow. I really think they hate your boy, so they destroy him. Cool, but this ain't for joy. Let's make some noise. I said I'll erase your boy. I'm a tune like style, call me nature boy. Plans thinking death is the role that I play, but don't think it's a mess and control all the way. If the stress come my way, then I'm locked in the G code. Martial Lynch, I'm unlocking the beast mode.
Metal for metal with
Martial Lynch unlocking the Beast Code. Why do I feel like I've heard that before? I also felt like he was playing with the whole mutant gene thing. I could be wrong about that. He was smooth. And if you can't tell by my favorite X-Men, a lot of them are all feral. I don't know why. I just love the feral X-Men. Funny enough, I was looking at a post of Diggs recently. Diggs said his favorite X-Men is actually Nightcrawler.
This the role that I play, but don't think it's a mess and control all the way. If the stress come my way, then I'm locked in the G code. Martial Lynch, I'm unlocking the beast mode.
metal for metal.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Metal is mental metal with some heat on the side. It's unsettling. Now he an Iron Man. Who the metal? No F, I'm an Iron Man.
Wait, that Mega Ran has Eric?
Flow Mercury, push a pull, it's a magnet. Put the heat on your.
He's mentioning a lot of metal, different elements of metal.
The stress come my way, then I'm locked in the G code. Martial Lynch, I'm unlocking the beast mode.
Metal for metal with metal is mental metal with some heat on the
The
side.
meta bars.
Who the metal? No F, I'm an Iron Man. What is this madness? Think you messing
Cody.
with me madness? Flow Mercury, push a pull, it's a magnet. Put the heat on your dog. Now he mad max. He can go and play fetch with his cat.
Oh.
Tearing the script, scribbling against the R, throwing darts. Thinking we hiding our hand when we'll get it out of your body, brotherhood over.
Wait, that don't
You
get
better
spark.
be Magneto, we'll catch your body in the white.
Oh my god, dude! I can barely keep up with that. Hey, kid! Wait, that was X-Men Evolution!
Music sparked the revolution to this. This is mutant movement music. X-Men, yes, we are
I heard you gotta find your work. Then when you tune into the movement,
Hey, Tyrese got Jubilee!
now we're breasting is my family, of course. You set the one and then it's on, get it poppin' like you swallowing perks. Don't get a bright idea, leave you bright-eyed with the bright light. Mess with the boys, you see a starlight. Throw you in the sun, now you sparkle like a twilight. All the colors on me, now they tune in for the highlight. Whoa, this ain't nothing.
I think I just caught that. I think she was throwing shots at Twilight because the Mission of the Sun call it Twilight, like the Starlight. I mean, the Starlight. They're gonna call it like a Twilight because in Twilight, the vampires in Twilight sparkle in the sun. I also wondered if the Starlight thing was also a reference to Annie from The Boys, but the thing is also Jubilee's power. She creates that light show. Fun fact: Jubilee was my first X-Men crush. She's not my first Marvel crush, but she's my first X-Men crush. And a lot of people, I wonder if a lot of people know this, but Jubilee's actually Asian. I didn't know that until, I started looking up comics. She also in the comics has a I think adopted son, and she's also good friends with Laura, and they became good friends after some time when Laura, I mean not Laura, when Jubilee had became a vampire. Yeah, Jubilee was a vampire at one point.
Feel like you swallowing perks. Don't get a bright idea. Leave you bright-eyed with the bright light. Mess with the boys, you see a starlight. Throw you in the sun, now you sparkle like a twilight. All the colors on me, now they tune in for the highlight. Whoa, this ain't nothing new to me. Wipe your squad, celebrate, it's Jubilee. No hyperbole, ain't no lie. When it comes to the squad, I light up the sky.
Hey.
That cloud in the sky, soft to the touch and the sweet as goodbye. But don't let her cry. The story.
Frivolous, I see you. I'm not mad. I have no reason to be mad. I'm feeling cheeky right now. She got our favorite weather queen, Aurora Monroe. Also, I still hate the Mohawk.
Me, wipe your squad, celebrate, it's Jubilee. No hyperbole, ain't no lie. When it comes to the squad, I light up the sky.
That cloud in the sky, soft to the touch and the sweet as goodbye. But don't let her cry. The story could turn to a Noah's Ark. Don't wind me up, I ain't fit to pull us apart.
She's basically saying if you mess up, if you done F up, she's going to literally cause a flood that could almost debatably be equivalent to when God flooded the earth during the story of Noah with his ark. Because God literally had Noah build an ark for his family, like his wife, his sons, their wives, and all the animals in creation, because he flooded the earth and wiped out humanity for for a certain amount of time. So the world could start anew, and but essentially she's saying she'll create a flood that's rival.
Let her cry. The story could turn to a Noah's Ark. Don't wind me up, I ain't fit to pull us apart. Cause I'm a vortex with the Lord, yes. And the X-Men of mine knowing me, they've been blessed. Address, mere respect, now it's static. Protecting the peace, systematic, climatic. A god amongst men. WWJD, y'all cannot play me higher than hierarchies.
Because she literally is considered to be a goddess. And what's that JDW? I feel like...
Cause I'm a vortex with the Lord, yes. And the X-Men of mine knowing me, they've been blessed. Address, mere respect, now it's static. Protecting the peace, systematic, climatic. A god amongst men. WWJD, y'all cannot play me higher than hierarchies go. Crown on black, crown is white as the snow. So what kind of queen? One that's forever. Whether the store power losses or never. You can tell your toe. The omega is the last word. What's the forecast? I am her.
I'm the taker of...
Is that Sailor about to be Sugar herself, Rogue? Oh my god. Well, let's go, Sugar. Christ, she's says something. I'm her. Cried. There was something she just said that caught my attention.
Whether the store power losses or never, you can tell your toe. The omega is the last word.
Oh, that's what.
I am her.
I think that's supposed to be a reference that Storm maybe, debatably, maybe an Omega level mutant. And that, and also, she had a major story in, I think, Omega Red, or X-Men Red. And then there's also, I think, an X-Men villain named Omega Red. So, that can go in different ways.
Taker of feeder, I want it, I grab it, like follow the leader, I'm playing the gambit, my foe's gonna go sleep away, running through the mind all day, don't wanna become my prey, keep out of my face, okay? I'm the anti-hero, impartial, got perfect form, but these hands can be harmful, tap of my finger, I can't help but startle, you're powerless, look at me, I'm the marvel, ooh, got
That was slick. And also, I like the fact she's mentioned about the whole thing with touch, because Rogue is you got to be careful when being around Rogue. Remy love her enough to, like, Manchetti, you're worth it. He don't mind. Because a lot of people got to remember, when Rogue touched you, she gets up not only some of your power, but also your life force. I never also considered Rogue an anti-hero, but she is, especially with the stuff I saw, is spoilers from a recent episode. I'm still a little bit salty about her throwing Cap's shield. Yeah, I'm still salty about that. Don't disrespect Steve or Captain America, period. Regardless of who's under the mask or holding a shield, please.
Wanna become my prey, keep out of my face, okay? I'm the anti-hero, impartial. Got perfect form, but these hands can be harmful. Tap of my finger, I can't help but startle. You're powerless, look at me, I'm the marvel. Ooh, got all that strength in my clutch. Ooh, gonna leave you with a crutch. Ooh, they say I'm doing too much. Ooh, yeah, you can look, but don't touch.
This is mutant music, spark the revolution to this. This is mutant music. X-Men, yes, it is destined. This is mutant music, spark the revolution to this. This is mutant movement music. X-Men, yes, we are legend. I'm having dreams, they wake me at night.
Oh, I forgot Logan didn't go.
I can't even fight.
Yeah, doesn't make a rant this time.
She's saving my life, but she might wanna come be my baby tonight, but she can't. She belongs to another. Then I'm recruited by the professor. But
you just had to remind me that Jeans with Scott, didn't you? You're gonna not. A lot of you guys are not gonna like when I say this is no shot at Grayson. I've never liked Scott. He's a good fighter and leader. I just don't like him as a person. I'm sorry. And the thing is, I don't like him and Jean together, alright? I've said it. And he's gonna be. And this is also a double standard thing, which pisses me off. Y'all get on Logan and Jean hooking up because he's older than her, when you aren't getting on freaking Magneto for hooking up with Rogue, who's also older than her. That is double standards. Logan freaking looks younger than him, for crap's sake. What the freak? Seriously, that is such a hypocritical double standard, and it's so stupid. Again, this is not towards Grayson. I've just never liked Scott ever. Well, okay, X-Men Evolution made him tolerable. Wolverine X-Men, he kind of got on my nerves. I do have a shipping with Emma, though, because of that show. And the thing is, from what I've seen him, he seems like he's a decent leader. And as much as I don't F with Scott, the whole, to me, my X-Men, that was actually cool. And his superhero landing. I thought it was funny when Logan said, geez, Dad, you're buzzing in my ear.
in my life, but she might wanna come be my baby tonight, but she can't. She belongs to another. Then I'm recruited by the professor. But the team isn't really my steez. My animal nature it caused me to flee to get the truth about what happened to me. Adamantium, it's all in my genes. Animal instinct.
That's a self-explanatory arc. Skeletons, adamantium. Also, memory loss because if X-Men Origins thing is canon, Stryker, adamantium bullet, memory loss.
Animal nature it caused me to flee to get the truth about what happened to me. Adamantium, it's all in my genes. Animal instinct, ignoring the laws. Since the smell about as sharp as my claws. Don't get me started, I'm a lethal weapon. Anyone stepping, I slice them in sections. Canyon is finest, but I'm only home. Always repping, always X-Men.
Because Logan is technically Canadian. And if you don't know what Logan's actual real name is, because Logan's one of his... Well, actually, I think that's supposedly his middle name. Because I think his full name is James Logan Hallett. But we just call him Logan. This definitely really honored the vibes of X-Men 97. And the thing is, I was bored 2 years before this series, before 90s version came out. Because if it came out in 97, I was bored 2 years before that because I'm a 95 baby. Because I'll be 30 next year, so I'm slightly older than this show. And the thing is, a lot of the voice actors from this series, I think, are the same with the exception of a few. I think Professor X is different. I don't know about Magneto's. Professor X is different because his voice actor is dead. I think the original voice actor for Scott, I think, is also dead. I don't know who else, but fun fact about Rogue's voice actors. How many of you guys remember the cartoon on Cartoon Network, Stormhawks? If you remember the main villain, Master Cyclonus, That's also Rogue. I was like, what in the actual freak? How did I not know that? Yeah, that if you know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's a mix of 2D, 3D series about Sky Knights, and it was a really freaking good series. It's underrated and almost practically forgotten, unfortunately. But the main antagonist, that was my first. Her character was my first goth crush, cartoon crush. Well, one of them. But that's also her voice actress is Rogue. And when I think of her talking and I think of Rogue talking, it sounds quite similar. But this was definitely a fun cipher to listen to. And again, it was like vibe, especially for me, I'm a 90s baby. So repping one of the best like superhero groups other than probably the Fantastic Four and the Teen Titans. Like, I decided to throw some DC in there. You're welcome. But the X-Men always felt like a superhero team that can also translate to being a family. So, yeah. Well, if you guys like this video, please try to share. And if you don't like the fact I was talking through this reaction a lot, I don't care. If you want to watch the original video about me blabbering, I will put the link in the freaking description when I get done editing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.